today is my last day, of course, in Alaska. I leave at 1:30 in the morning and I get back home at 9 p.m. tomorrow. But today I got to spend the day with two of my grandsons, actually my oldest grandson, and I got to spend it with my daughter, and we went to this ice museum, and it was really fun because you got to, take a sled and go down this ice sled. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ice slide. Oh my goodness. That was funny. But one thing is something had come up in my Facebook today, a memory. And there were all these different words that I grew up with, like flabbergasted, whatchamacallit. What was another word that came up that I was telling them to my grandson, and we were just laughing about, these words, this whatchamacallit, flabbergasted. Oh my goodness, there were other words that were really funny. Oh, you nincompoop was another one. There was another one, and my grandson was just like, what the heck are you talking about, Nana? Words that we used years ago that aren't even around today, but that I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so flabbergasted that you didn't tell me. He's like, flabbergasted, Nana? So it's just funny, when you get to talk to the younger generation and use words that you used. And in fact, I still use these words. So now I can't remember them, of course, because I'm doing a YouTube video. So of course I can't remember the words, but there were like 9 of them that we used years ago. And I don't think they're coming back, but they are kind of funny that, that I sat with my grandson all day. So, just continue to laugh about the things that you grew up with. Continue to just, tell your grandchildren the things that you remember. Don't give up on trying to have those conversations with them so that they can look back as they get older and realize, wow, my Nana said this or my Nana said that, or, she sat down with me and we laughed together because we were talking about, the things that my Nana talked about, and that she's really old. And I'm really not that old, but for some reason they think that I am. So, get involved in your grandchildren's life. Get involved, even if you're not trying to get involved, with, I don't know, everyday life, but write them letters and tell them stories. I just told my grandson, I said, I'm going to actually write something about you and I'm going to share it on my author group. I'm going to write an article about you because you are just so special to me. And, he came into my life. So continue to write letters, continue to do things for your grandchildren because it's really funny.